most up-to-date information. Hey there.
Oh, son of a... Son of a... Ah!
Hey there. I'm Chad the Alcoholic, and the creator of the Friday Morning Nameless channel. I'd like to welcome you to join us for the latest and greatest and most up-to-date information about all the things happening in this corner of the internet. I want to thank you for your time and your attention.
That's on my tune. Thanks, John, for that beautiful intro tune. Hello. Not in your case so much, but in the rest of our cases, I see the assassins have failed. On behalf of the Fraternal Regiment, embodying narcissistic sociopathy, and the Sacred Order of Foolish Transparency, I am General Griswold Gaius Grimm of the 1st LARP Ingression Protocol, and I welcome you to today's stream, which I have not uploaded into this fancy brand overlay thing like I did for this stream. But it's a constant clock tower ship show around here, so I can just reuse this one over and over again. So it begins. Welcome, welcome. If you were with us yesterday, and if you weren't, that's still there, you can watch it. We did a little bit of distilling by using the pause feature in OBS. And today we're going to do a bit of looming, which is running from instead of pausing during one source, you're using multiple sources. We're getting a little bit of that today. But first, on the Griswold Gaius Grimm Show, you get a savings throw versus mind control. You get to choose between survival, social, wisdom, or heart. And if it's over 10, you take half damage from the mind control that follows. Choose. Survivalists, 14. Socialists, 13. Sophists, lovers of wisdom, not 1. Suckers. Heart folks, prime 17. Prime 17. All right. Oh, give me some background music. You gonna come play, Gavin? I can drop that link in a second. I need the music. There we go. Oh. And it makes it so much better. Here, this is the invite link. As far as I know, nobody else can pin it in the comment or in the chat but me. And that means I'd have to open another tab. But just if we need it again, somebody tell me, I'll drop it again. Oh yeah, this is stuff. All right. Cool. Let's see. Oh, there was that. Boy, it's bright today. Hello. I recently made an appearance on a different show. On a different YouTube channel. And but this is like I also have to find another thing. So boy howdy, this guy. Oh yeah, by the way, I actually kinda like the third Bill and Ted. Just so you know. Here. I crashed. I'm still showing you that guy. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. The overlays, fellas. Boy, howdy. You don't. No, I don't. Is it up? I don't. No, it'd be here. I'd see it a bit. Anyway, Burn dropped something fancy today, and I can run some of that while I'm putting the rest of this together. Stop it. Present. Share screen. Brave tab. Cute creepy. Okay. Right about here.
To things are not final stops. They're just it's just a way of describing something we don't have words for yet. And where we're going is toward cute culture, cute ironic culture, cute identification culture. And that's really important. See, anything can be made to be cute. Horror images can be made to be cute. You know, Funko Pops of Leatherface in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Again, what's happened is one of the most nightmarish horror films has been put under the banner of the cute. But the Texas Chainsaw Massacre did not win out this battle. The cute thing did. Likewise, Christianity can be put under the banner of the cute. And whether it's cute Christian songs or cute Christian paintings and posters or videos or, oh, Lord help me, cute anime Christian stuff. It's just, one wishes that we would wake up. It's almost enough to make you believe in the simulation theory, except this is not the simulation. This is what we are becoming. This is our reality. We have created this world. And we've gone as far as to create cute avatars for ourselves online. So people will get there are sites you can go to, type in, make my avatar an anime or a cartoon. And you go there and people will create these for you. Some people get some money for doing this. Otherwise, there's a website I found, nightmarishly weird.
Sorry, guys. I'm here. I almost got it. It's in here somewhere. I'm finding. But hey, Paul, you know that little face they used for you right there? If you make it a transparent overlay like I did with this VNA bubble, you should have that when you're doing the full screen like this. But anyway, I gotta find this part real quick.
When I realized that
Is what do they call it? A consciousness event, right? Let me see. Give me the train. Good. Give me some background music. Unpause. Just feed the dust. Sorry, guys. This one came to me while I was like dressing for the show, and I still want to do it. Oh yeah. What's when 5 years? She said 5 years, so that's how we find it. Five. Wait. Not my older sister, but dadgummit. All right. I was gonna ask you guys a question, you see, because there's this part here, where I made this appearance on this other show I wanted to tell you about. And wait, Hootenanny. Oh wait, wrong pen. You go, the more animal. And so if you shoved yourself back into animal mode, then you wouldn't hear the voice in your head.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. Nothing. I'll do this one myself.
What? Very quiet. Oh, that's why. State of love and trust. I think the chorus comes back in here. And like I know for the line by not line analysis, we don't go back into the choruses very often, but it's just that the reason I think the song came back is because state of love and trust is like an emotional state. And it's also an orientation, like a way you can approach the world. And so like generally this song would come back around right after a breakup, because it'd be like even if it was just during a fight and they were having some problem with the relationship, it's like, if this relationship was a state of love and trust, then we wouldn't be having this issue. And like in the same way, this I think it's called like a unity consciousness experience. And I thought John talked about it in this meditation and contemplation video over here, but apparently not. He does say this.
I realized, oh, she's not actually angry. She's afraid. And then I can shift. And if this isn't too self-promotional, I'm doing that all the time in Dialogos. All the time. If you don't think Paul and Jonathan can push my buttons, you don't know me. Because they can. But Paul isn't my mother. Sorry, Paul, that sounds kind of creepy, but that's what. Jonathan, right, isn't the pastor at my church, even though they have the ability to push those buttons. But I can step aside and I can see that's not who they are. That's not who I have to be. And I can actually see who they are. I can see the love and the respect coming. And so I'm empowered to return it to them. That's the kind of benefit of the practice. But will I get that after like 5 weeks? How many of you think you can get a black belt in 5 weeks? How long does it take?
A day and a half. It takes about a day and a half, John. But see, I thought that he had said that he was talking about like where if you meditate and you get good at it enough, eventually you get down to base unity consciousness. And I think that is, I was wondering if anybody of the people who have meditated, because I can't, that got that far and experienced that unity consciousness experience through meditation instead of hallucinogenics. If any of those people like had experienced that, I wanted to know if they would also describe that place as being in a state of love and trust. Ta-da! You see how it's all connected? Here, this is creepy.
You always get the feeling now that age appropriate means that a young child cannot respond to anything done in detail. And what I would argue is you're not allowing the child to respond to anything done in detail. You know, the idea is that you have to raise a child up, but I'm convinced cute imagery almost keeps them trapped in a box. What is my proof? The last 50 years of human beings being subjected to this stuff, the juvenilization of culture, the juvenilization of the American religion that I know, the juvenilization of education, all of this. I'm not saying cute has done all this. It is one major ingredient to the pie, though. And a lot of this developed in the post-Vietnam War era.
Ah, it's Mickey Mouse. Help me, Gavin. It's Mickey Mouse. There you are. There you are. Hello. Look, Gavin has joined the show, everybody.
Hello.
Magic says it was the Unity Consciousness experience was love and trust. What a damn good question, Graham. Thanks for asking. She also says, hi, Embody. And so let's run that beautiful bean footage. Oh wait, I don't have one from you yet, do I, Gavin?
Oh no.
Oh, I need it. I don't think anybody's bothered to clip them out for me, like good little monkeys, but like they're there. You know, we can get them. So you ready?
Ready.
All right, here we go. Wait, let me mute myself.
Remember, embody, there is no agency. We want what's best for you. That was take one.
You want another one?
It's all right. We'll see how that works.
We'll save it for later. Save it for later. Hello, everybody. Who do we have out there besides Magic? Oh, that guy. Yes, because you're not allowed in here. I'm giving you are on probation out there, Mr. Witzer. That is the way of things. So this is actually perfect example that we're at here, because I'm showing people how to play with OBS to make stuff like that we do. You know, it's an advanced class, but for the people who want to play and make the clips, this is a really wonderful example. But I need the follow-up piece, which is the guy crying over Star Wars trailer. Yes, this poor gentleman here. Now, you go here to where Burn says, oh no, wait. You have to stop sharing that one and show him in the OBS. And then they can't hear it at all. Okay. Anyway, this is how it works. This is what we do. Remember, Embody. That's what, okay, so let me get it in position. Oh, I resized the bejesus out of it. How's it been going, Gavin? I think you're on like all the Just Chatting streams. I know I saw you over there on Grail Country earlier today.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I got this new job in January, and I have a little more time as long as there's no fires at work.
Was it you that was bringing up the chat, the chat Thunkets in there?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
This part where we go, hey, what fixed it, Mr. Girlswald? Trying to get banned from the chat again. That where you bring up the people's chat. I thought you might be doing that.
Oh, I haven't brought anyone's chat up.
Well, you can do that here. You want to try? You should be able to with the co-host superpower.
Yeah, I can do that.
But while I put these pieces together.
Do not taunt the general. Do not taunt him publicly and live.
Okay, so now here's what we do in the OBS. We start the recording and hit play. I know you guys can't hear this, so I guess I'll try to voice over while I do it. Oh, the idea is that you have to raise a child up. But I am convinced cute imagery almost keeps them trapped in a box. What is my proof? There you go. I should have let it run. I should have let him keep going. But anyway, and so now there's sorry, I prematurely closed that share. It was slightly premature. I just wanted to get his face off the screen. You see, you go up to File and Remux because it makes it a MKV file by default, and you go grab the most recent one and hit Open, and then hit Remux, which is a fancy word for turn it into an MP4, and and then you can file show recordings and drag and drop that recording to your upload video on your YouTube channel, which will probably really jack up the whole stream.
Depends on your bandwidth at your house.
It'll probably jack up the whole stream. Yes, you are, Witcher. It's interesting because I'm so accepting of people. They have to be like really abrasively narcissistic enough for me to have to use them as a demonstration of how to be dominant beautifully.
How do you feel about prison channels? I suggested it to Facciarecci one time. He created one.
Yeah, I saw that people in there. If you remove their ability to view the rest of the Discord, maybe.
And can you explain why you'd want to, like, why wouldn't you want them to read the rest? But is it that they would send private messages to people who show up, or like, what's the reasoning there for not allowing them to have read only?
Because if you don't behave in a manner that befits the community, why would you get any of the privileges of the community, which is access to what me and the people who don't hate me are saying?
Okay.
No,
I'm playing with these ideas. I've been recommending the prison channel to different people, so I don't know. I like to understand the reasons why you would do it one way or another.
Okay, we're now about to release the feature-length film. Right, Fuller? Infantilization. Next, do it. Let's see how it came out, eh? Oh, it's unlisted, but we can watch it. But wait a minute, it's not showing you that. Oh, the idea is that you have to raise a child up. But I am convinced cute imagery almost keeps them trapped in a box. What is my proof? Well, the audio didn't go in the OBS either. You should probably check that before you hit record. But hey,
I saw your mic.
The demonstration was there, right?
Well, I saw your mic. I like to look at the mic in OBS, but maybe that was like your display capture or your output capture that I was seeing.
Could have been. There's a lot while you're live streaming, you know. Could anybody other than Gregory Witcher say something in the chat? I'll give you a +3 on your next savings throw just for not being him. So tell me, Gavin, what has your experience been in this at Grail Country this morning?
It's hard for me to try to catch the through line with some of the things that people talk about, like, because I guess there's so much diversity, but I don't follow everything that they're talking about, but I can, like, whenever, like, Jess asked me a question, I was able to grab the thing that was most salient to me and try to talk about it. But I mostly am just trying to be there because I can be there and trying to listen. But yeah, that's my experience. I'm trying to contribute. They seem like they appreciated some of my feedback, so that's good.
This just in: New York City considering involuntary commitment to dang. Okay, now let me get back to this one. I want to make one more example. I don't think I'm gonna actually bother to open up the OBS part because you guys have seen that now. But it's too hard not to, given because it was from Homeroom today and it's too perfect. And his how Jordan Peterson is the earthquake in our world. Oh, God, added to stream. There it is. Okay. At 28 minutes, he does this.
Western category under which we group all kinds of things. But if it has any meaning to me, it's a very expanded anthropology, ontology, and epistemology. This is an expansive understanding of what the human is, what are the world or worlds in which we are.
He's basically deconstructing the containment unit that religion got put in. And I think this is
Pause. We pause right here while I finish finding where I put that today. Oh, it's in the reaping room, Grim, where the reapers talk. Yeah, that's where you put it, and it's right here. Not that. That's not the front part. It's the back part. Okay, so you go like this now. Oh no, because you did it. All right, it's gonna be wonky, but you guys get the idea.
Anthropology, a contested Western category under which we group all kinds of things. But if it has any meaning to me, it's a very expanded anthropology, ontology, and epistemology. This is an expansive understanding of what the human is, what are the world or worlds in which we are.
He's basically deconstructing the containment unit that religion got put in. And
Marty, through gate.
Okay, you guys get it. I mean, you get it. Also, but interestingly, Gavin, you're gonna love this. This is exactly what happens here. Like also when he goes at the now it's gonna be 3 back. All right, hold on. No, it's not. It's over here. No, it's here. And it's here, and here, and at 38. And share the tab. Sorry.
it's what you think it means.
There.
And I don't think it means what you think it means.
Oh, and then you see, I could go fetch the clip and do it, but so those are the tools. That's how you ghetto reap what you observe using OBS. The way in the front, and then does that make sense? You think that's clear enough for the bright kids at least?
Yeah, I think the bright kids. You're able to delegate. The question is how do you know when it's like clip worthy? That's the real question.
When you can't not. When it was like because you loved Ghostbusters so much that when he said containment unit, that happened in your brain, and you know that there's other people out there that have also been infected with Ghostbusters that hard that they'll also get it, and then you're like, hey, and then you can share it with everybody, and they can all and have the feels together. I mean, that's a lot of what Chad's stuff does, and it's interesting because the gift search is very interesting. Like there's a couple of servers like the the nice lady who I was in her show, her server's got a good one. She called it GIF association, so it works better than the one on my server, which I called GIF presence for some reason. But it's like these GIFs are these clip things. It's that, and the way emojis are hieroglyphics is something that I think we should actively be studying. And I don't know if there's that study of things. You quit listening to me, huh, Gavin?
Memetics.
Memetics. Yes. It's like the genetics of ideas, basically.
Yeah, but yeah, it's interesting when you're combining it with Rene Girard and with imagery as well, because I think Rene Girard has to do with mimicry. So yeah, what's the point? It seems like the part of the point that you're pointing at is that it's something that you can enjoy and participate doing with others. Like that's one of the points. It's fun, right?
Mm-hmm. But what if it's also an important point? Like the point Paul was making was that the guy from Harvard was saying that like religion is busting out of the containment unit that academia and society has placed it in, and that's theoretically an important cultural observation for people growing up into this culture to have given to them. And that we present it with something like old movie reference they won't get is fun. No, I don't know. The movie's been remade. Maybe there's a scene from the new one you could use. It's yes, we are all Darmok and Jalad at Tanagra now. Shaka when the walls fell. You've seen that episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation, Gavin?
I'm not a connoisseur of like you and Chad are. You guys got like PhDs.
Individuals.
You got PhDs in the study of cinema.
Let's see. YouTube will give it to me. Darmok.
I probably have watched more children's movies than everyone on the corner.
Fair enough.
Before I even had kids, I was watching children's movies.
That'll give you a heads up to communicate with them that we don't have.
It's not looking good, sir.
It's not looking good, sir.
Similar situation to the one we're facing here. Uzani, his army with fist open. A strategy with fist open? With fist open. His army with fists closed. With fists closed. An army.
See, it's like, well, where'd you go? It's like he could be using GIFs right now, which is graphic. GIF stands for graphics interchange format, and the guy who invented them, who wanted to call it the other thing, is dead. So we don't care. But it's like the one guy is talking in those, and that's like Weeks said, that's where we're at now. It's us now, and it's fun and interesting. And I think these fancy skills I'm teaching on my YouTube channel really help people with that. Maybe. I will challenge you on kids' movies, Gavin, even without having them. Hey, howdy, if it's not the fragmented dude person.
A challenge.
What's your favorite kids' movie, Gavin?
I guess there's a better question is what's the kids' movie I've watched the most?
Yes, what is your most mimetic exposure been to?
For some reason, my son really liked Moana for a long time. That one stuck out for a long time.
What is the generic plot of Moana?
The young lady is rebelling against her father and her and there's a tension between what she wants and what she's being pulled toward versus what her father wants and what he wants her to do for the community. And then she follows her heart out into the unknown ocean to go for her people, because so she had to disobey her father in order to essentially save her people.
Are you saying there was a hero's journey, but since it's 2020 something, they made it a lady that was on it?
And they made the father the one who's like clinging and trying to control.
I would like to see Grim the new Picard series. Well, how much would you like it, Weeks? Would you like it the new patron tier perk? Maybe. I'll think about it. Meanwhile, since you're in this little corner, Gavin, you know what I have for you.
In the past 2 years, pulling dry land out of the sea is this ultimate capacity to pull something out of chaos and make it useful. But in the specifics of these islands, it also makes them a kind of vertical height on the horizontal backdrop of the water.
Holy smokes, that microphone, Johnny.
Pulling an island out of the water is pulling it towards heaven. So we find ourselves in a village. And one of the strange ghostly feelings I mentioned appears immediately at the beginning because for some reason...
Gavin, did you have a strange ghostly feeling at that portion of the film?
Right after... It's about to show the ghostly feeling that scared all of the children except for Moana, who's like, I like to be scared, right? Everyone else was scared and yelling or screaming right after that part, and she's like, yeah. And my son actually is like that as well. He actually likes to scare. He likes to be scared. He likes those parts.
Well, some people like to be lobster, monkey, goose. By the way, you guys can get yourself a Shadow Cabal hoodie as demonstrated in the unboxing on a recent live stream. Actually, I think I clipped it to make it a regular video instead of just a past live stream for people. You ready for take two, Gavin?
Okay. I'll try to slow it down a little bit.
I try to match it to the way that they show on the screen, but it's hard.
Remember, embody, there is no agency. We want what's best for you.
I like the original better, but that was fine. You did fine. No criticism. You like? Oh, yeah, you're the one that likes criticisms.
I'm that guy. I like the character development criticism, where you can point at the character and say, "Hey,
all right,
there's a different character for you."
Give me a better character than myself, then. Give me one.
I see your character transforming. I've seen it transforming.
Like now I have a top knot sometimes?
I don't know. And it seemed like you were more depressed a couple years ago. It seemed like you had, it seemed like you didn't experience a meaningful life. It seems like you experience more of a meaningful life now. That's what I see on the camera. Is that, am I right or am I wrong?
It's interesting because like I would see the key difference in position being a reduced sense of futility. As if like there's like that
there's
chance. There's more potential than my original estimate was more bleak than the situation as it appears at present. So
yeah, it's nice when you can see how you might be part of a path, and you might see multiple paths where, you know, going on that path would be meaningful. If you can't see that, it's like what am I doing? That's that futility, I guess.
Yeah.
Being unable to imagine how your involvement, participation is going to be helpful for people. So, yeah. That's what
There's
it's. That's the way it seemed. It definitely seemed something like that when I first met you.
There's this thing. There's apparently. I don't think I've ever actually read the mythology or anything. But as I understand it, there's a mythological lady named Cassandra who could totally see the future, and nobody ever believed her. And I used to feel a lot more like that than I do these days. So, but
Well, there was something in Grail Country we were talking about. The parabolic kind of journey thing, and it's like there's this pain and suffering that you experience whenever you fall, and you can bring something back, from the depths that is transformative and helpful. And then, of course, she has this perspective of allowing her children to experience pain and suffering to help them grow up. That's the way I would describe it. Help them mature. And so when I look at the world and I see people experiencing it, there is a part of me that says, well, it's that Jocko Willink good. It's like they are in a position where they can transform themselves. They can learn. They can identify that pain and suffering and allow it to be their teacher.
transmutation to manifestation.
I do like safety nets, though. I don't like to see people get, permanent damage. I don't like the permanent damage, but minor, pain and suffering that isn't permanent, where it debilitates you, that tends to be good stuff.
I don't know, dude, because if you get jacked up, then there's a whole different community you get to serve.
A whole different community, what?
That you get to serve.
That was brought up. So Lance was talking about Alcoholics Anonymous. So you fall into a pit and all of a sudden you're aware of this thing that people can fall in, right? Similarly, I was talking about how, I would go to the river and I would wade in the river and step in the unknown and bloody my shins. But one story was my neighbor got hooked on a trot line and my brother and I had to save him. He was going to drown. So, now I go with my children and I know that there are trot lines. There is a trap here that you can be aware of that other people wouldn't even know about. So I think, yeah, it's a theme today, talking about how you can fall into something that now you're aware of how you could serve others who fall into a similar place. That's how you are about if I
life
recall,
in general.
You usually, I guess, in the replay that Paul Vanderklay did, you mentioned coming out of the gaming community. To some degree.
Gaming community is I don't think there is.
You're saying no community.
I think there's gamers the way there's smokers, the way there's drunks.
I've got my old guild. I hopped in there and tried to share a YouTube video, or I hop on my old Facebook page and I share a YouTube video. And it's like, hey guys, I'm still here. If you guys want to play a different game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know how you, it sounds like, there's something about going into the Matrix and rescuing people. I don't know how you go back into Facebook or go back into World of Warcraft or those places and try to be of service.
I always have an answer for everything. Before this whole thing kicked off, with anything resembling the corner kicked off for me, I was getting my kicks in Overwatch, playing as Reinhardt, trying to teach kids how to better play together as a team. Because you get to voice comm with people's kids, on their Xbox, and they don't even really care what you tell their children. It's fascinating, and so I was like, that was my personal justification for spending for what I was doing in there.
You can do a good mission there, I had the idea like it seems like you could pay good people to go into these places and try to be good leaders. Like I think about children whose parents aren't at home, and they could have this television, or they could go into the world of Minecraft, and it could actually be with Grimgris. I told my brother this 10 years ago. It's like they could be with you, talking to my brother, and you could be trying to coach them. So yeah, there's opportunity to do that kind of mission work.
It's like I don't know, especially I remember literally when I got my first smartphone, like leading up to it, I watched it happen to my coworker. Because we used to go out and smoke on smoke breaks together, and then she just started being here on her smoke breaks instead. And like at work, I was on my browser arguing on Google Plus all the time. And like if I had a smartphone, I could do it out in my car on the smoke breaks too.
Yeah.
And so it's just like the across every generation of humanity, they all got sucked into it at the same time. And everything that they were doing before that, nobody really, I mean, everybody did what they had to do to maintain after getting sucked into it. But I don't think we paid very close attention to what was lost in the great distraction of like, hey, you see that guy with a phone? One of them's smart. But
there's some people. Yeah, I could imagine situations where going into the virtual space is better than the real world, and then I can imagine that many people are missing out on opportunities as well.
Well, one of the big things that pulled it in for me was like I was working at Walmart, right? So I had to entertain myself when I wasn't at work, and like for the cost of an internet connection and $20 a month, I had the World of Warcraft.
Yeah, it's better than going to the bar.
You can't leave your house without spending more than $10.
Yeah,
basically. So here we are, in the middle of the great suckitude. But at least we're together. All right, Gavin, I'm shutting her down.
All right.
Wait. I have it. Hold on. Gavin.
Do you have anything you want to say in conclusion?
Love God, love people, thy will be done.
Thank you for being here, everybody. I'm going to be in the reality world for a while, so I've given you these tools to make content for everybody while I'm busy. Special thanks to Eve, Weeks, Magic, and everybody but Witcher who showed up in the chat today. Especially the new one. I don't think I've seen Peak before. Anyway, thanks for being here, everybody, and bye. No, wait, I don't want to leave the studio because then Gavin will do things. I end the broadcast.